Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the McMinnville, Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, June 19th. So hope you all had a great Father's Day. And I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through some info with you. So as I always do, start off looking at the active listings. Last week in McMinnville, I showed we had 13 new properties come on the market. That's down just a little bit from the week prior and a little further down from kind of where it was here, 3 and 4 weeks ago. End of the week at 43 homes on the market, which is down one from the prior week, but you can kind of see towards the top of the range of where it's been over the past 6 weeks. The median list price and days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see we had a low of 512,000, high of 562 a couple weeks ago. So last week kind of came down a little bit, down to 556. And then days on market, been pretty close range, a low of 11, high of 17. This last week kind of came in at 15, kind of in the middle. Moving along to pending sales. This last week in McMinnville, we had 10 new pendings, and you can kind of see that that's down from the prior 3 weeks or so here. And ended the week at 90 homes total in pending status, which is again it is down a little bit from the week prior, but kind of in line with where it's been over this past month or so. The median list price and days on market for the pendings, you can see that's been climbing as far as the median price. I had a low of 485 6 weeks ago. And this last week, I had a slight new high at 585,000. Days on market, super consistent at 7, so things still getting into contract, within roughly about a week's time on average in McMinnville. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listings activity. So as of the time I put the info together here, I show we had 11 homes get recorded as sold last week. That's up a few from the prior couple weeks. But when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity here, we had 50 closings over this last week. So you can kind of see that this, these 2 weeks here, we had high number of closings that's starting to wear off a little bit. So we had less overall closings, and then the median price and days on market for the solds. It's been a pretty consistent range between 475 and 490. This last week kind of came in at 485. Days on market, again, very consistent between 6 and 7 days on the market. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. The red bars is the weeks of inventory. So you can kind of see that that's been climbing over this past month. We've had a low of just over 2 weeks of inventory here about a month ago. This last week kind of ticked up to about 3.5 weeks of inventory, which you can kind of see is kind of a slight high for the 6 weeks here. So things slowing down a little bit, but still, I would very much classify that as a, still a strong seller's market environment. The sale price is a percent of the original list price. You can kind of see we've gone from, on average, over asking sale prices to the last couple of weeks. We're now, 90, 98, 99% here last couple of weeks of the sale price of the original list price. So, another thing of the market kind of moderating here, cooling off, if you want to call it that. So things are not, getting bid up as high as they were over the prior months. These higher interest rates are certainly kind of starting to take an effect on the market, but I would say still on average, we're still very much a seller's environment currently. So I hope this weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to become your trusted realtor and help you move through life. So just give me a call at 503-680-2065, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have and see how I could be of help. So thank you for watching, and you have a great day.